Good day everyone, we are Group 2 and today we will be critiquing an electronic health record in terms of its use in general dentistry. Before we begin, let us know first what a general dentist does. A general dentist is the primary dental care provider. They diagnose, treat, and manage the overall oral health care needs of the patients like gum care, root canals, fillings, crowns, and etc. They provide inspection of the tissues of your head and neck, jaw joints, mouth, teeth, and gums, identifying any underlying oral health problems such as disease and tooth decay. They can also take radiographs to further evaluate the oral health of the patient. Dental charting is a clinic management software that caters to the electronic health record systems. It offers various features including e-charting, scheduling, managing patient records, and financing that adheres to the Philippine Dental Association standards. The criteria for criticism will be based on a comparison between a paper-based dental health record and an electronic health record. Specifically, we will try to compare the electronic health record from the site dentalcharting.com from the paper-based dental health record of the Philippine Dental Association. You may be wondering why we need to compare the two systems of patient recording. We need to compare them since they both cater and abide by the Philippine Dental Association standards. Also, comparing the two can give us a clearer picture of how paper-based dental records and electronic health record systems differ from one another in the Philippine setting. The electronic health record will be criticized through comparison with the paper-based record and in accordance with the following criteria. First, the completeness and accuracy of patient information. Second, the ability of the patient and dentist to understand the record. Third, organization. Fourth, its ease of use. And finally, whether the record can easily be reproduced. This following list includes the reason why the criteria previously shown will be the basis for this criticism. First, it will be criticized for completeness and accuracy because a dental health record requires full disclosure of patient history in order to achieve accurate diagnosis and provide necessary treatment. Second, the ability of the patient to understand the contents of the record is also important as it allows them to properly answer the questions necessary to create a record. Consequently, this allows the dentist to be able to fully understand the patient's situation. Third, organization is key in creating a comprehensive record of information, and the same applies to an electronic health record. Dental charting will be criticized on whether it is able to provide a detailed but easy to understand record of patient information. Fourth, one important aspect of a system analysis is on how the clients or the stakeholders will benefit from the system. With this, we critique if the users, namely the dentists and the dental assistants, will be able to use the system with ease. Moreover, we also considered if the EHR is easy to learn since we have different technical skills. And lastly, the capability for providing copies of the record is also criticized as it is necessary to reproduce the record in case there is a need for patient referral. We will first focus on the content of the systems. First, the personal information, which includes the basic information needed and the additional information needed by the systems. For the paper-based system, it requires personal information such as name, sex, nickname, home number, office number, fax number, cell phone number, email address, birthday, age, religion, nationality, home address, occupation, dental insurance, and effective date. And for minor patients, additional information such as the parent or guardian's name, occupation, referral person, and the reason for dental consultations are needed. The record also asks for a medical history, which basically just asks about the past illnesses that the patient had. It also asks for the general information of the physician, and most importantly, it asks for allergic reactions to local anesthetics, aspirins, antibiotics, and latex. Lastly, an informed consent was also added in this paper-based record. On On the other hand, for the electronic health record system, we will see the dental charting site features. This includes the name, patient ID, gender, birth date, nationality, home address, phone number, mobile number, email address, and patient insurer detail. It also includes the general comments, which includes the referral, occupation, and the status. They also ask for the general information of the physician, dental history, and an informed consent. Now, comparing the paper-based record from the dental charting, you can find some similarities, especially regarding the basic information that both paper-based records and dental charting requires. Specifically, they both ask the name, patient ID, gender, birth date, nationality, home address, phone number, mobile number, email address, patient insurer detail, and the general comments about referral, occupation, and status. In terms of medical history, both also require general information of the attending physician of the patient and other specific information regarding medical history such as medical treatment, prescriptions, tobacco use, and etc. Another similar feature is informed consent. Moreover, dental charting emphasizes this requirement through creating a noticeable warning sign when the patient profile is viewed. However, there are also some differences between the paper-based record and dental charting. Dental charting included a dental history subsection. This section includes the status of the gingiva, palate, frenum, occlusion, oral hygiene, habits, and complications. This subsection also includes information about the previous dentist of the patient. Now that we know the similarities and differences of the paper-based and dental charting EHR, let us now point out the criticism we found. First is we critique it according to the criterion of the completeness and accuracy of patient information. Most of the information required by both paper-based record and dental charting are very similar. It is not a surprise since it is mentioned by the dental charting that their services are based according to the standards established by the PDA. Moreover, dental charting added a subsection on dental history. This subsection includes important information such as status of the oral hygiene, tooth sensitivity, habits, and complications. These are information which can help the dentist in dealing with the patient and creating a treatment plan easier. This subsection also asks for the previous dentist of the patient, which the current dentist can contact to ask for certain information. Therefore, we can say that the dental history subsection contains necessary information. In our opinion, the dental charting system successfully integrated the needed personal information into its system. When we say needed information, it means that all the information that is being asked is necessary in the process of giving a treatment plan to the patient. No unnecessary information is being asked. The next criterion is organization. In terms of organization, both are organized. However, since dental charting is digital, it provides a more interactive and organized way of presenting information. For the paper-based record, the patient's general information and dental history are located on the same page, useful in easier searching. On the other hand, dental charting provides a more organized interface. Dental charting divided the general information into 3 subsections, namely patient profile, medical history, and dental history. This can be much easier to use since it is more specifically categorized and the monitor will only display a few but specific information. Another advantage of dental charting is that you can update the information easier through editing. In a paper-based record, this will either require a new unanswered form or it will be erased through a correction fluid which could affect the information written. On the other hand, in dental charting, you can edit an existing information field, replacing the old information with the new information without affecting the tidiness of the document. Moreover, the old information can still be saved through adding a comment in the comment box allocated in the last part of the page. Dental charting is much more flexible in updating information, and its system also allocates enough space for additional remarks and comments on the patient. Let's move on to the second point of comparison, which is the treatment information. The paper-based records dental chart uses the FDI number system, which is a system that uses a two-number system for the location and naming of each tooth. Next, the chart uses the graph for the tooth surfaces only. We can also see a legend below the chart, which is used in labeling for the condition, restoration, and prosthetics, surgery, and x-ray taken by the patient. The record also includes periodontal screening, occlusion, appliances, and TMD. Lastly, it has a treatment record for tracking progress. For the dental charting's dental chart, they included the FDI numbering system. The chart can show the tooth surfaces, or you can click the advanced chart feature. The status or conditions are at the sides, which are caries, endo, general, and etc. You just need to drag and drop it to the graph of the tooth. Next, the legend is also used but has more options so more detailed information can be seen. Baseline dental records are shown below so the specific details of the situation of the specific tooth are there. It also has a work proposed chart which includes the dentist's proposed dental treatment for the patient. Lastly, it also shows a work done chart for the past dental treatments that the patient had. For this point of comparison, we may notice that both are using the FDI numbering system. Here in the Philippines, FDI numbering system is much more commonly used, so it is very important that the numbering system in dental charting is the same as that of the one that is used by the local dentists. Both also use graphs for the tooth surfaces like buccal, lingual, nasal, distal, and occlusal, and these graphs are essential in marking surfaces that have a problem. Both systems also made use of a certain legend to indicate the status or situation of the individual tooth involved. Lastly, both can track the progress of the treatment in which the paper record used a treatment record, while the electronic health record showed this through its work proposed and work done chart feature. Nevertheless, differences were also seen between the two systems. Specifically, the dental charting is much more detailed when it comes to the description of the condition of the tooth, in that the legend it uses is more detailed and the dentist can even put remarks. Second, dental charting is much more broad in coverage as compared to the paper-based record. The paper-based record contains both the permanent and primary dentition in one page, while the dental charting can be set to primary, mixed, or permanent dentition for the dental chart. Another thing is that dental charting provides a more detailed list of different procedures, which is also color-coded. Then, dental charting also includes the proposed dental treatment, while the paper-based only includes the treatment record when the treatment is already finished.
Now, let us try to criticize the system based on the comparisons that we did. Here are the advantages or the pros that we see in the system. First, dental charting is more organized in terms of treatment planning. Dental charting allocated 3 different tabs for the condition and treatment planning. These are the baseline, work proposed, and work done. The baseline refers to the condition of the tooth upon the first oral examination prior to any treatments done by the dentist. Next is the work proposed, which provides a different chart for the possible treatment to be done based on the baseline record. Lastly, the work done tab is for the chart of the treatment done and the post-operative condition. These tabs present a more organized way of the treatment plan since it divides the condition, how the condition is possibly treated, and the treatment done. It might be a little taxing since each tab requires a new dental chart to add. However, the treatment plan can be done step by step and progress can be seen easily. And since the tabs are separated, there will be less risk of overriding a certain condition or procedure to be done, as well as the selection of the wrong procedure. It can be easily retrieved since other charts can be used as a reference. Second, it is easier to browse a certain condition as well as the procedure on the complete list beside the chart. Selection of the condition or procedure is easier through the use of the drag-drop button. The use of terms is more standardized. Third, the features of the treatment information are also enough for the dentist to make a treatment plan. If we compare it to the standard PDA dental health record, it is very parallel, making it a very effective electronic version of a dental health record. Now, the cons that we see in the system are the following. First, because dental charting is detailed, the users might feel a little bit overwhelmed because of the numerous features of the system. Dental charting is surely helpful in organizing the records of the patients because it offers a lot of features, but it is because of this reason that some users may find it a bit frustrating or overwhelming. Second, although it provides a complete list of possible tooth conditions and treatments to be done, it may take some time to memorize color coding of the different conditions and treatments. Third, since the dental charting is more detailed, the users might need to spend a longer time in choosing the best option in describing the patient's condition. This can also lead to confusion. Fourth, the system also contains numerous codes which may be unfamiliar to the user and to the public. The terms used are more technical and abbreviated. It might be challenging to some other users than that of the dentist, such as the receptionist and dental assistants. Moreover, since the chart can also be shown to the patient might not follow easily and needs more thorough explanation from the dentist. Now let's go to the application appearance. In this part, we will be directly critiquing dental charting EHR since the interface of a paper-based record is very different from a digital one. We will be dividing the interface design into subcategories, namely font, color combination, and buttons. The font is readable, although it can be improved by enlarging the size a little bit more. Another is that it shows emphasis by having some important words in bold. For the color, the combinations are fine. The site has different colors per section, like for the heading of tables for buttons, which makes it easier to determine one part from another. Lastly, for the user interface is the buttons. We clearly notice that the buttons are easy to find. There are also buttons in the menu bar for dashboard, patients, scheduler, finance, maintenance, managing the account, and analytics. Moreover, we critique the button according to its location. In the dashboard, there is a button for support that helps the other users. There's also a button for appointments, patient statistics, and adding a new patient, and an overview of the finance, which shows the balance report and billing statements. In the patient menu, there's a button for finding records of patients, there's a button for adding a new patient, and a button for blank patient forms, blank baseline forms, blank work done forms, and blank administrative forms. In the patient record itself, different buttons for the patient's specific needs are displayed. There are buttons for adding a new line, chart, periodontal chart, and for printing selected charts. For filling out the chart, there are buttons for different categories such as caries, endo, general, implant, preventive, prosto, resto, and surgery. Upon clicking a category's drop-down menu, you'll find buttons for specific problems. You will just have to pick the status, drag and drop it to the specific teeth that has the specific status or condition. After that, you will be presented with buttons for the specific surface of the tooth, and you will be redirected to the dental progress record below and fill in the specific details. Then, you can save it afterwards. As we mentioned earlier, one of our criteria is the ability of the patient and dentist to understand the record. We critiqued if dental charting is easy to learn and use, and with that, we found that if we are going to rely on simple browsing, you might find it hard to learn about it because it has many features. However, the creator company provided a YouTube tutorial video on navigating the EHR. The next important criteria is if it's easy to use. Upon navigating the EHR, we gather that its interface allows it to be easily manipulated by the users. There are a lot of instructions that will guide you on how to proceed with using the dental record. In addition, when you know all of the features, it will be easy to use. The staff, if given proper education and knowledge they need on the features of the system, will be able to make use of it and maximize its capabilities for its purpose. As stated in their benefits page, dental charting is accessible even without the need to install any software on your computer, and our group was able to access it only through the use of a web browser. Additionally, it is stated that the website can be accessed through any kind of gadget. However, upon searching in the iOS App Store and the Google Play Store, an app for dental charting was not available. It is likely that it could still be accessed in any gadget through a web browser. Dental charting is accessible through a web browser, meaning it needs internet access in order to work, hence placing some restrictions with regards to internet connectivity. Lastly, a subscription is required to gain full access to dental charting. An account must first be made to access the software. The user will be asked to make an account through two ways. First, if the user is a dentist, they will be given a 30-day free trial. After that trial, they will be asked to pay 700 pesos a month as a subscription fee, and only an email address is required for signing up. Second, if the user is a dental student, the subscription will be free. However, it will require certain details such as proof that the user is a dental student. Our group accessed dental charting through this method. As to the storage or overall organization between paper-based records and electronic health records, it is easier in the latter since all files pertaining to one patient may be piled up in just one system, unlike the paper-based where records are misplaced. In just one click, you can already retrieve information which will be helpful to minimize time consumption. Moreover, since the system uses internet connection, it does not require storage access on your device, and it is stored on the system itself, and data backup syncs may be done every day to prevent data loss. In terms of legal concerns, the paper-based record and dental charting software both observe patient privacy, confidentiality, and security. Specifically, they both require a signed informed consent of data privacy before proceeding to any operation. Regarding the security and safety from any forms of infringement or data loss, the paper-based dental records as well as the electronic health records both impose various risks for any forms of infringement and data loss. For instance, data that has been incorporated into the electronic health record is easy to be manipulated, altered, and lost if not properly protected from potential hacking. On the other hand, data from a paper-based record may be lost if it gets misplaced, washed with liquids, or torn to pieces. To compensate for the risks of hacking from using clinical management software, Dental Charting assured its users that their information will be protected through encryption application named the Rapid SSL. This provides an extra protection to the record storing system and assures the users of updated backup information. Although the system serves its best for its purposes, it still has its shortcomings. In order to overcome them, there should be thorough understanding of the system, wherein users or organizations may be equipped with the resources needed to make use of it, such as undergoing seminars or training. If possible, the use of numerous codes should also be lessened to avoid confusion or misinterpretations. It may also be possible to make each section of the most important information to lessen the contents of a certain button has, and to reduce the overwhelming appearance of the interface. To minimize the need for memorizing the color codes, it will be wise to gather all of them in a page, and upon clicking will be redirected to a new tab. This page should also be accessible all the time by having a small button anywhere on the page you are on. Lastly, in order to prevent the possibility of experiencing leak or infringement of data, a verification must be done all the time to make sure only the real owner or the dentist has access to this data. To conclude our presentation, we are going to summarize the points that we made in terms of certain criteria. The first one is completeness and accuracy of patient information. In terms of completeness and accuracy of patient information, both included sufficient information about the patient and their treatment needs. They asked for information that can help in the diagnosis and better record of the patient. When it comes to accuracy, both can provide an accurate patient information, given that one who will use the record and the information has adequate knowledge on using the chosen method of recording patient information, either paper-based or EHR. Specifically, using EHR can be more advantageous if the user knows how to use it well, since updating of information for accuracy and completeness of the record is easier, unlike that of paper-based records. With this, patient information displayed or recorded in the EHR will be accurate and updated, which can lessen the confusion when looking for the record. Second is in terms of the ability of the patient and dentist to understand how it works and its content. Dentists may be able to understand how the system works since they can be more knowledgeable about these kinds of stuff. However, patients may find it hard to understand, or it may take them a while to understand since the information in the dental records may be a little bit technical for them. The contents of the interface may be a bit overwhelming, but with proper knowledge, it will be fine overall. Third is the organization. The AHR provides an organized way of showing all the recorded information by categorizing them into different subsections. This is useful especially when the dentist wants to search for specific information concerning the patient but does not want to have to go through the entire record just to find it. All the recorded information in the EHR can be easily accessed and is organized in a simple way. With complete understanding of how the EHR works, it can be especially helpful in creating a comprehensive dental health record for each patient. Fourth is the ease of use for dentists and dental assistants. For a more tech-savvy dentist or dental assistant, using the EHR may be easier since filling and recording a patient's dental record can be found in just one system. They can also opt to learn using EHR, but it may take some time. Dental assistants also need to be knowledgeable about some terms included in the EHR so that they can understand it better. EHRs can be found easier to use, but it also carries a lot of responsibilities. Dentists and dental assistants should be ready for protecting the information stored in the system since it may be prone to hacking. Lastly is the ability to be reproduced for patient referral. Using the EHR can be more reproducible than paper-based records since dental charting allows for easy printing of the record you need. It allows printing of a certain or specific record and you do not need to print the entire record at once. It may be easy to share to other dentists for referral, but we shouldn't forget to remove any identifiers since sharing information online can be prone to hacking. Paper-based records can also be reproduced, but we have to be very careful also because the record can be misplaced in the process. That's all for our presentation. Thank you for listening.